Ever feel like every buzz on your phone comes with a hidden invoice? By the time your head hits the pillow, you've spent hours you can't even remember. Almost like mystery charges on your credit card. What if you could read that statement in plain English and decide, penny by penny, where your attention actually goes? That's what today is about. We're going to run a quiet little investigation on you. Think of it as switching on the kitchen light to see where the crumbs really are. A digital audit isn't a shame session or some dramatic detox. It's just laying the puzzle pieces on the table so the picture finally makes sense. First, we'll collect the hard numbers. Then, once the picture is clear, we'll make calm, deliberate tweaks. No going off grid, no deleting everything fun. Ready? Let's dive in. First, turn your phone and laptop into honest mirrors. The data's already there, quietly logging your every tap. You just haven't looked at it with intention. Picture stepping on a scale before changing your diet. It's not a verdict, just a baseline. We're not chasing perfection or the right way to use tech. We simply want to learn which apps truly pull their weight and which ones skim minutes off the top like sneaky subscription fees you never okayed. Promise yourself one thing. For the next 7 days, you will not, repeat, will not, try to change a single habit. You're there to watch, not judge. Pretend you're a wildlife biologist with a field notebook. The rare animal? Your attention. The habitat? Your phone, your laptop, and those never-ending browser tabs. Step 1. Surface the meters that already exist. On your phone, open Screen Time or Digital Well-being. On your computer, install a lightweight tracker that categorizes apps and websites. No judgment, just numbers. It's like putting a speedometer on a car you've been driving by feel. Step 2. Create your personal legend. A map uses colors. You'll use 3 simple buckets. 1. Green, clearly useful. Work tools, maps, reading, learning. 2. Yellow, mixed bag. Email, news, certain social apps. 3. Red, mostly derailing. Infinite feeds, tap to refresh loops. This isn't about morality, it's about energy. Green gives, red drains, yellow depends. Think of it as a nutrition label for your attention. Step 3. Pair the how long with the when and the why. Keep a scrap of paper or a notes app handy. Every time you catch yourself opening a yellow or red app, jot a 3-word snapshot. Waiting in line, avoiding email, can't sleep. Remember, you're not stopping the behavior, you're just dusting for fingerprints. Triggers are like grooves on a record. Once the needle drops, the song plays automatically. Step 4. Review the week. Look for clusters, not one-off spikes. Maybe there's a flurry of pics between meetings. Maybe there's a late-night spiral that starts with just one quick check. Treat these as leaky faucets in your house. You don't need to redo the plumbing, you just need to tighten the drips worth fixing. Your mission isn't to paint the whole screen green. It's to decide, eyes wide open, which drains are acceptable and which ones need a patch. Once you know your hotspots, you can set gentle, measurable boundaries that work more like lane markers than brick walls. Picture yourself walking through a dark house with a flashlight. You're not condemning any room, you're simply noticing which corners collect clutter. Maybe your messaging app is that hallway table where everything gets dumped for a second and never put away. Maybe your video app is the couch that quietly swallows entire evenings. As patterns emerge, treat changes like moving furniture, not knocking down walls. If you always lose 20 minutes after opening one app in bed, relocate it off your home screen, just like putting sweets on the top shelf. If you see a rush of pickups right after posting, treat the next hour like fresh paint. Look, but don't touch. Give it time. Soon your apps will feel like labeled jars in a pantry. You'll still reach for snacks, but now you know the difference between a planned treat and mindless grazing. and you choose on purpose.
And here's a peek into the future.
As tools get smarter, they'll also get better at spotting your weak spots, like a mirror that not only reflects, but predicts. Your audit may evolve into a quiet co-pilot that dims tempting apps the moment your focus peaks, the way streetlights fade at dawn. The real shift isn't stricter rules, it's seeing attention as a garden. Season by season, you plant new things, pull new weeds, and adjust as more immersive distractions sprout. Remember, the audit doesn't end with a tidy, framed report. It's more like tuning an instrument before each song. Some days you tighten the strings, other days you loosen them. What matters is listening to the sound. Treat every tweak as a tiny experiment. Adjust, taste, repeat, until your days feel closer to the life you actually want. So here's what we covered today. 1. We turned your devices into honest mirrors by surfacing built-in screen time and lightweight trackers. 2. We color-coded your apps, green, yellow, red, so you can read your attention like a nutrition label. 3. We paired raw numbers with when and why to spot the grooves that pull you off track. 4. We located the leaky faucets, those time clusters, so you can tighten just the drips that matter. 5. And finally, we framed change as moving furniture, not demolishing walls. Gentle boundaries you can actually live with. Here's your 3-step action plan for the week, and it's simple. 1. Jot down the key ideas from this episode. Writing cements learning. 2. Pick one hotspot, just one, that jumped out at you. 3. Take a single, tiny action to address it. Maybe that's relocating an app. Maybe it's muting a notification. Small move, big signal. Do those 3 things, and you've already turned listening time into real-world progress. Your attention is the most valuable currency you'll ever hold. Spend it like it matters, because it does. All right, let that sink in for a second, and I'll catch you in the next episode.